Welcome to Travel Time, and my name is Cheryl. And this week we have Carmen as our guest. Thank you, Carmen.
You're welcome. How are you today?
We're going to talk about Sarasota, Florida. Carmen went on a trip as a Mother's Day with her mom to Sarasota, Florida. So will you tell our viewers what you thought of Sarasota, Florida?
Sarasota, Florida is like the #1 beach in the nation. It's absolutely beautiful. The sand is white and it's like quartz crystal. So no matter how warm it is or cool it is there, the sand always stays cool.
That's why it's really the white, fine sand. Now, what did you and your mom do in Florida?
Well, we went to the market. They have like a farmer's market there, so all the farmers would come in and grow their own produce. So we went and bought a lot of produce, and of course tangerines are the big thing this time of year.
And then did you go out on any boats? Did you do any fishing or sightseeing on any boats, or?
No, we didn't. We just kind of were like beach bums and kind of laid around, but we do know there's like the #1 golfing and, fishing over there, so.
And there's a large variety of restaurants to choose from in Sarasota.
Yes, there are. We went to the SCOB, which is the Siesta Key Oyster Bar. So they have like the fresh oysters right from the ocean. So Oyster Bar,
because they're very known. And I think too with that area, there's a lot of known for, well, you have your seafood. It's also French food is also well known in that area. What other things did you experience as far as with your mom? I know you just kind of lazy, walked around the beaches, but is there anything else? Did you do any shopping? Or you said it was easy to get around as...
There's an easy access. They call it like the Johnny's or Jerry's, free taxi service. So all you do is you call them, they'll pick you up, and all you do is tip them. So you never really had to pay.
It's kind of like a free will.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. Too, with Sarasota, Florida, the average temperature, they would say January, February, and March, it was around about 75 degrees. Now, you went in May, so for Mother's Day, how was the temperature in May?
Well, it was hot and muggy, which we love it. So it was like 88 degrees, and like a couple of the days, it was like high 90s. So it was absolutely beautiful weather.
Well, I know that Florida has a tendency to be very humid, too, and I know that we from Minnesota enjoy to go to Florida to warm up the old bones in the wintertime. So did you feel that there was a lot of tourists still in that area at that time?
Yes, it was actually really busy. Mother's Day weekend, our mini getaway, so the beaches were packed from one end to the other. It's like a 3-mile stretch. We actually walked all the way down to the other end, which was like our 5-mile walk for the day. And the beach was packed from one end to the other. So there's still a lot
of tourists. Or did you see that there were a lot of Americans, or did you notice there were a lot of people from all over the world?
There were people from all over the world, Cheryl.
Okay, good. Well, I know that Florida is a real popular destination for, like you say, for all of us snowbirds to go there in the wintertime. And I think, though, we see that in Florida there's a lot of the fishermen, and it's also a great golfing community.
Yes. They said if you want to go golfing, it's like the #1 golf area in Sarasota, in which we stayed at the South Siesta Keys. And that was only like a 20-minute ride from the taxi, from the airport.
From the airport, so it was really actually very close by. Well, as you can see, Carmen and her mom had a great time in Sarasota, Florida. And thank you, Carmen, for being on the show.
You're welcome.
And you can call us at 847-9231 or stop in at the Washington Square Mall.